I'm breathing, I think, but I might also be dead. Okay, because this show is basically a fanfic, my favorite episodes tend to be the ones that are like uber fix. Dreamy, Child of the Moon, Snowdrifts, and There's No Place Like Home have been like my favorite episodes of the entire show. But now, Whiteout just might charge on up to the top of the list. Alright, from a storytelling standpoint, we learned that David and Kristoff were somehow friends at one point, and that David either is remarkably perceptive or Anna is a terrible liar or some kind of combination thereof. Also, David's hair. Jesus Christ. We also learned that Bo Peep is, and I'm quoting David directly here, a warlord. I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. It's okay to laugh. Anyway, because David and his mother, and I was so glad to see Gabrielle Rose back because I love her, they're tenant farmers on Bo Peep's lands, and she has come to collect her taxes or some kind of payment. I'm assuming that it's taxes, and she then kidnaps Anna as hostage until they pay her. This is after Anna teaches David how to believe in himself, and also because, like any good 19th century princess, she was trained in the art of swordplay by her soldiers, and so then she passes on her wisdom to David, and I guess that's where he learned to be a good sword fighter. Which I was kind of wondering about that. Bless this child. Meanwhile, in Storybrooke, Elsa has put up a giant ice wall because apparently this is Game of Thrones now and nobody can leave the town, even though they already couldn't leave the town because that's why Killian had to go and get Emma and Henry at the beginning of 3B. But, you know, gold star for Elsa, you tried. And Killian, being a bigger drama queen than perhaps Sirius Black is even capable of, thinks that it's a plot to kill everybody. And it's really not that far off because then Emma and Elsa are then trapped in a cave and Emma realizes that Elsa has absolutely no control over her magic, or at least very little control, and everybody might die anyway unless Elsa kind of gets a hold of herself. I'm gonna get to the Emma freezing to death thing, just hang on. So then David and Killian go and confront Bo Peep at her lamb chop shop and steal or recover her shepherd's crook so they can go and find Anna, which they don't, but Elsa learns that her sister is alive, and that's because she went off on David's only horse and is off to go see Rumpelstiltskin because, of course, everything comes back to Rumpelstiltskin. But the knowledge that her sister is still alive somewhere, who knows where, is enough to calm Elsa down, and hopefully, you know, we can not have all these ice things happening anymore, except, oh wait, the new villain. So our bests of this week. The best WTF moment, it was gonna go to David's hair, but then surprise Mayor Mary Margaret came in, and I absolutely loved her in this episode because she was kind of sick of everybody's crap, and rightfully so. She went to go fix the electrical problem because apparently mayors are also electrical engineers in this world. And for the whole episode, I was like, okay, so if everybody who went to get you is with you until you shoo them away, who is with baby Neil? And then it was revealed that Neil was actually there the whole time, and maybe it was, and I just didn't see the baby carriage when it did the quick wide pan, and because I was too busy flailing over something else. But you know, the best laugh of the episode, I laughed a lot. I don't know about you guys, but this was a fairly chuckle-worthy episode in many respects. But my biggest laugh came after Henry got the really melodramatic crow message from Regina. Seriously, is this Game of Thrones? I'm not really sure. And then he went to go sit in Granny's diner and be mopey and sad. If you listen closely to the scene, if you listen underneath what the characters are saying, you can hear this really sad blues music playing in the background, and I'm like, geez, just give Henry like a tankard of half-drunken beer and it's basically what's happening. It's perfect. The runner-up laugh definitely went to Henry saying he had to Google how to get over a breakup and putting together a get well basket. Also laser tag and bullfighting. The best new BFFs goes to Emma and Elsa, who have surprisingly more in common than I thought that they did before, but I guess that she does need a new BFF because Megan Ory, who plays Ruby, has another show and can only like come in as occasional guest cameos. Okay. The best everything goes to Emma almost freezing to death and then Killian's reactions to all of that. My very, very thorough notes on this episode were just mostly caps locked of OMG feels and OMG his voice and OMG. There was a lot of OMGs and a lot of caps lock. This is the stuff that fanfiction is made of, and this is the stuff that just like kills fangirls from all of the feels. His voice breaking when he realizes she's still alive, the frantic hooking at the ice and the way that she she clings to him when she gets out, and the way her hand goes into his hair, and the way he carries her out, and the hand holding and the snuggling. I might be recovered enough to be able to somehow make it through their first date, which is apparently happening next week. Maybe, I don't know, because there's a new villain coming in and there's all this chaos happening, but you know, I guess it wouldn't be Emma's life unless there was 500 other things going on at the same time. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you right back here next week. So hey, if you liked what you just saw and you want more screaming about fictional people in love, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a like, commenting, and also hitting that subscribe button. Thanks so much!